Good morning, everybody. My name's Lucas, and I'm traveling the United States, living in my Honda Civic. So at the moment, I'm still heading up to Salt Lake City, Utah from El Paso, Texas. I've made a whole bunch of videos visiting some interesting places along the way. However, today, I think I'm gonna be visiting possibly the most interesting one yet. Today's gonna be quite the adventure. In this video, I'm gonna be visiting an otherworldly little place in the northwest corner of New Mexico called the Valley of Dreams. But to get there, that's gonna be its own little adventure. I've gotta drive down about 15 miles of unpaved roads with probably questionable quality with my little Honda Civic. Yeah, so it begins here. We're gonna have quite the time getting to this place, I think. Now this isn't exactly the smoothest unpaved road I've ever driven on, but it could be a lot worse. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Because really, I mean, according to my phone, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we got 14 miles to go. So the roads weren't too bad so far. While researching this place, I found that a lot of people stopped at this old windmill. There is a path marked on Google Maps, like being shown as a road that runs through here. But to be frank, I don't see any way that I'm gonna get my car through that. So I think I'm gonna do as most people online have done and park my car here. All right, well, my bag's all packed. I'm all ready to go. Like I said, there was a road on Google Maps, or I mean a road that it shows, right? But I can't find it. I don't really know where that road is supposed to be. Everything, oh, you know what? Never mind, I just found it. You know, actually, I'm really curious if I might be able to drive my car down here. Yeah, actually, I don't know exactly how far down this road I might be able to go. I do see it is a little bit, it's more bumpy than the ones that I was taking to get here. However, if I can get my car even a little bit closer, it might save me, you know, a mile or two of walking through open desert. Okay, well, we've gotten to the point here where as I continue to drive forwards, the bottom of the car is pretty much constantly scraping along the weeds. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back up a little bit so that I can pull off the road. Car should be good right here. I'm out of the road. And yeah, onwards. The drive I just did definitely saved me somewhere between half a mile to a mile of hiking that I would have had to do each way. It was kind of fun too, honestly. Getting a little Honda Civic to do to drive down a road that it's not really meant to be driving down. Oh my gosh. I just found some wild horses. I've never seen wild horses in person like that before. Well, here I am. The beginning of the Valley of Dreams. The whole landscape really just changed just like that. That's amazing. It looks like there are lots of streams and stuff flowing through, and it's pretty muddy around them, so I'll have to be careful crossing these. Now I'm seeing more horse footprints and stuff here too in the mud. Obviously there aren't any right now, but it would be amazing to see some wild horses just hanging out here. Holy shit. That little spot was quite a lot slipperier than I thought it was gonna be. Definitely gotta be more careful with each step. I'm going to be doing about a 3-mile hike through the Badlands here, and throughout the hike there are going to be some specific notable structures, or whatever you want to call them. As we go, I will be pointing them out to you as I find them. I have to say I am a bit surprised because it hasn't rained here in like the last week at least. And so, yeah, I'm pretty surprised that the ground is wet at all. I was expecting it to be completely dry, because I know that when it does rain here, the ground does get wet and it does get slippery. I just wasn't expecting today to be one of those days. Now I think this is quite interesting. There are all these little red rocks like on the top of these hills, and some of them have been blown down, and so they're pretty much everywhere all across the landscape. There are even some bigger ones like this. Some of the colors on here remind me of the petrified logs from Petrified Forest National Park that I was at yesterday. I've got a video on that too, if you want to check that out after this one. That was really an incredible place too. Now it looks like I've gotten through that section of Badlands, and I've got to hike through a little bit of this now. But then there's going to be more up ahead, and that's where there's going to be some interesting landmarks. Now this here is an actual river, at least it's marked as a river on the map. But apparently it's been dried up for so long that people have driven right down it. We're coming up on the next section of Badlands here, and to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what I'm seeing, but that right there really looks artificial. Looks like the roof to a house. Whoa, that was did you see that? That bunny just went flying. He was hiding right here in the bush. He's gone already. Wow, okay. I guess I scared him a little bit. Now I'm not gonna go all the way over there because it is a long way, but right there, that's called the mushroom seat. Now here's a part where it's not necessarily difficult, it just takes some awareness. Because even though all of this looks the same, there's a possibility that any step I take, once I put weight on my foot, it might just give way and I slide. Based on what I was seeing before, it doesn't seem like how the, oh yeah, see that slides a little bit, but not a lot. And that part was specifically difficult because, or again, not difficult, just takes awareness because of how steep it is. Because if you lose your footing, you might slide all the way down. As I get closer, I'm starting to see that this structure that I thought might be artificial, yeah, that's not artificial. It's just a collection of rocks. Just happens to be taller at the top than on the sides. I'm sure the wind blowing over the time did that. Well, really, the wind blowing over time did all of this just about over the course of probably tens of millions of years, or maybe even hundreds. Wow, I gotta get through here somehow. Okay, I bet this one's gonna slip. It's a little bit wet, but not slipping. All right. These three structures are called the Three Wise Men. Yeah, I believe I found myself in you might say, a slippery situation. So I gotta get uphill a little bit here, but this is very muddy. Maybe right here. Doesn't help that there's lots of mud on my shoes now. Yeah, no. Made it. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to be leaving this section of Badlands as well. And I've got about a half mile to the last area I'm going to be going to. And I'll be doing a loop around that. And I think that section of Badlands has the bulk of the interesting looking like structures and stuff. Now it looks like a horse or two have been through here as well. Oh, holy cow, that's a lot of footprints. I'm starting to think a lot of horses have been through here. What is going on here? There's quite the river flowing across here. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get across it without getting my feet wet. I don't have an extra pair of shoes for river crossings because I wasn't expecting this whatsoever. So, what to do? I think the best course of action is probably to walk along the river until I hopefully find somewhere that I'm able to cross. So I just came back up and away from the river. I have this trail map kind of on my phone that I'm taking with a grain of salt because there isn't really a trail through here. But I'm gonna go a little bit down this way and find the exact spot where this trail is, or the trail map is saying I should cross. I'm hoping that maybe it knows a thing or two that I don't. Because yeah, I am easily a few hundred feet away from the actual trail. So the trail map brought me here. And it's not looking any better here than it was before. If anything, it's looking worse. I see some islands kind of in the middle of the river there. And I'm thinking if there's anywhere that I might be able to cross, it's probably going to be around there. Because maybe I can hop across the islands and not get my feet too deep in the water. Okay, so let me get down here a little bit. Okay. Well, I got to the middle here, but that's the easy part. The way the water is flowing through here, and especially through here, I'm thinking that it's pretty damn deep. All right, here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm gonna head back up away from the river, give you guys a nice view of the Badlands that I was trying to get to from afar. yeah, I mean, even from here, it really is pretty. It's just a shame that I can't actually get over to them. Damn river in the way, man. As I head back to my car here, I just want to say I appreciate you watching the video. Even though, you know, I wasn't able to fully explore everything that I wanted to explore, I hope you still found some enjoyment out of it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and let the YouTube algorithm know so that they'll recommend it to more people in the future. If you want to see more from me in the future, ideally more from me where I don't get stuck 2/3 of the way through a hike, hit the subscribe button. I'm planning to continue doing this kind of thing for the foreseeable future. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Now I gotta hike 3 miles back to my car.